Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. So TINUBU has arrived in Saudi Arabia for Saudi Arabia Africa Summit. Anyway, I'll play the video now for you, and I'll come and let you know my thoughts in the comment section. Please listen to the end of the video because you will learn one or two valuable things about leadership and its structure.
We have to go.
Hello guys. So TINUBU right now is in Saudi Arabia and said he's with 8 ministers according to Ajuri, I think the spokesman of the presidency. But that's by the way, and look at what he said that caught my attention. He said president will underscore, that's TINUBU will underscore Nigeria's commitment to attract more foreign direct investment and expanding business partnership, which are strongly reinforced by the administration's ongoing domestic economic reforms. Anyway, let me end it at that, and let me let you know my thoughts. So let me tell you, number one, it's only a madman. Are you listening to me? It's only somebody that is mentally deranged that will invest in Nigeria. Now, even as the worst war is even worse for a foreigner. Imagine you now as a Nigerian, you say you want to go and invest in a big farmland. There are many problems in Nigeria that needs to be sorted out before you start thinking of attracting foreign direct investment. You've not even organized your own home. Let me tell you, land is a major problem in Nigeria, especially large-scale land. Let me give you an example. Obasanjo wanted to start a farm in Benue. You understand? He has already secured the land. They have planted. I think he wanted to grow mango plantation. And before you know it, some of the villagers woke up in the night and burnt on the mangoes. Maybe the land issue was not well thought of. You understand? The government needs to address the issue of large-scale farm. I think, for me personally, large-scale land should not ever be sold. It should only be on lease, and there should be a lease agreement. If it's 100 years, the land must belong to the community. You understand? Because the idea of giving, especially large-scale land, to even worst of foreigners, it causes problem. There's a documentary I watched about Chile and the Germans. So I think one of the German dictators in Chile brought in German farmers. So now he gave them land for almost nothing. Now they are farming the land. Now the locals are angry that these farmers have taken their land and are exploiting them. Before you know it, they have killed many farmers there. The same thing is happening in South Africa. So even us as Nigerians, I think giving large-scale land out to foreigners it doesn't make sense anyway. And even if you want to give, this community must have a share. They must have a stakehold inside the farm so that they don't feel isolated. Maybe they will have some form of money they will contribute so that they will own part of the land. You understand what I'm saying? They will own part of the land. That's just for land. You understand? Now, when I will talk about security, is Nigeria secure? Let's assume you want to go into large-scale farming. I'm just using large-scale farming as an example. Is Nigeria secure? Where do you want to farm? I'm reading somewhere that some of the coppers that were kidnapped says during this TINUBU administration, they are still in the bush. So is that kind of country you will say you want to go invest? I'm just using large-scale farming as an example. Or you want to go and set up an industrial process. No, the government must organize himself before they start talking of foreign direct investment. Look at the election happening in Imo and Kogi. You will see magic. That's what you see. Criminality will be the order of the day. These are things the president needs to address first. That's Chief TINUBU, who is not even my president. These are things he needs to address. Now let's talk about the issue of electricity. You don't even have electricity. You need to organize yourself. The money that the small money TINUBU is getting, instead of him to use it to organize the country, they are wasting it on cars, wasting it on first ladies repair of his office and everything. Those small money gather, start doing something so that people will see that, oh, this man have off his mind. Don't tell people to persevere while you are flexing. And stupid people will believe it. Very stupid set of people. You know, some of you don't know the level of inflation. Now, what about food? I've mentioned it. Ask an average Nigerian, what's your major problem? They will tell you food, hunger. Why is the government up to now not organizing agro-processing on a large scale? I've mentioned this thing. Now, how would you do it? If you want communities to lease out land, now, let's say federal government will set up things in the 6 zones of indigenous people. Let's say in the south is use Igbos, southwest use Yorubas. They will be more motivated, people in the agricultural field. Northeast use northerners, people of that region, the best of the best brains. Now, when they discover a land that is fertile for a particular, let's say, annual crop for food, now the federal government can say, okay, community, we want you to lease this land for us. You guys will just manage this land for 1 year and you own back this land. So what is going to happen is we're going to build a school, world-class primary and secondary schools, world-class hospital, and world-class primary healthcare center, world-class, and world-class sports center, and say, okay, you know what? We'll build it in your most populous area in your local government. We want you to lease this land for us. You understand? This medicine and everything you get here will almost be free or subsidized. It's why it will be for peanuts, you know, for emergency situations and everything. We want you to lease our land. We want to grow yam. After growing this yam, you guys will buy this yam farm. One individual from you that has enough money after 1 year or after 1.5 years, after 2 years will own this yam farm, and this yam farm will be for growing only yam. So the government have created a zone there. I'm sure there's no community that will not want small development. And the government can say if their roads, major roads are bad, that's the main road. You say we will do it and remove the money from the state government. There is no community in Nigeria that will not want that kind of thing. You understand? Now, if they are growing the yam, it's locals that will work in the yam farm. But the government will say it will be a mechanized farm, not for just processing. It's only things that machine cannot do, the hand will do. I'm using yam as a yardstick. These things you can even run a pilot scheme and see what's happening of large scales. Therefore, cash crop, you will say, okay, those that want to invest in cash crops, these are the list of crops we want to grow this first year. Anybody that wants to do, any investor, the government will help you negotiate with the community. We will lease out land for you. This land is not for building houses, just for crops. You understand? If it's mango, if it's pawpaw, this mango is for exports. You understand? But the community will have a stake in the farm. Every place, the community will have a stake so that people don't feel isolated. People don't feel, oh, you came and took our land and we are not benefiting anything. These are just some of the aspects. Electricity, you have not even fixed it. Almost below 4,000 megawatts or whatever they call it. We are the industrial zones. What if the government start deciding, okay, we don't have money to subsidize electricity for the whole country, but anyway, we're going to subsidize electricity. We're going to create industrial zones and subsidize electricity there. You understand what I'm saying? And create PPP and create so that the thing will be monetable, easy to monitor, and create zones, industrial clusters, well built, sewage, everything underground. The new city can spring up from there. I've mentioned how we can spring up a new city. This is an idea. These are things that are practical. Don't come and tell me stories. Your roads are bad. All your federal roads are almost all your federal roads, spot to everything. Army collecting and police collecting bribe. You need to erase all those things. Your roads. I've traveled to other countries. Let me tell you the country I was most impressed with. I've been to South Africa, Cape Town. When you go there, their roads are as black as tar. The sidewalks is painted. Everything is sharp. I've never seen any road that is shiny, pure black that they don't build in Nigeria. I'm not, maybe at the time I've traveled, you understand, I've never seen a road that's pure black. I'm talking of black. I'm not talking if you see a road, you will know looking chamfer, looking like it's faded. I'm talking of black as tar. That is the kind of roads we're supposed to be. Paint it, demarcate it, put cat's eyes. You have not done all those things. You want to bring investors, you need to organize yourself first. No, it's only a mad and insane person. Me, I cannot have my money now, so I want to get. Nigeria is a very lawless country. The only business investment that this thing is the only investment that will bring small this thing in Nigeria, maybe real estate. But apart from that, which hotels? What do people invest in? People don't invest in tourism. Everywhere is shaky. You understand? So people should spare us all this traveling. You understand? Obasanjo traveled, nothing came out from it. Buhari traveled, what came out of it? All this traveling is for photo shoots, nothing. By the way, all this African Saudi Arabia summit, what is the essence of going there? Why not send your VP? Magufuli, president of Tanzania, traveled only 2 times and he went to only African countries. All those summits, how can Saudi Arabia, we did in Saudi Arabia, are we not richer than Saudi Arabia? If you add all our resources and organize it well, are we not richer than them? You don't want to organize, you don't want to do, oh God. The Nigeria needs to be restructured, there needs to be a revolution, and I don't know, the whole madness going on in Nigeria just can make you insane. You understand? So these are just ways you can bring foreign investments. No madman that reads Nigerian news with the certificate forgery, and let's assume that one, let me not even put that one, that you did. With all the criminality going on in Nigeria, we want to invest. Anyway, if you invest, there will be a caveat at your own risk. Or a caveat, waiting to call. Anyway, guys, what do you make of what I said? Making sense? Let me know your thoughts.